News Talk 1400, WDTK, WDTKAM.com.
Good morning, Networking Squared. Mr. Al Crawford, it's always good to see you. My partner, we get to see each other all day, every day, and oh my.
Good thing God for Sunday. Thank God for Sunday. It's the only time I don't see you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Well, yeah, just don't probably Facebook me and post me. We're just trying to get our Monday set up on Sunday, but it is a great thing. Local Business Network is what we do all day long. If you want to get involved in that, please Facebook us. So, Erica, you had a couple of questions, didn't you?
Yeah, we were talking right before the break about your community outreach that you're starting in May and how it ties into the Silver Tsunami. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Erica, this is going to consist of working with the public and bringing to them information dealing with elder care. Okay, now there's a lot of people that talk about elder care, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to the various counties around Michigan and actually talking about what folks need to learn about and get themselves prepared for should they ever be faced with a loved one, maybe a parent or a grandparent that may start showing early signs of dementia and things like that. And those are debilitating long-term diseases where they don't die right away. A person doesn't pass. Mm-hmm. They could be with Alzheimer's 20, 25 years. And that turns into a burden not only on the family, but on the family's finances as well.
And when is this event and where is it going to be?
We're going to start in May. And we're joining with the Alzheimer's Society. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be holding these at different long-term care facilities, assisted living facilities, independent living facilities, so that the general public can get a tour of these types of programs, because a lot of people have never seen the inside of one of these buildings.
And how are people going to be able to get the information on when and where these are going to be? It'll be on your website or what?
We're going to have website information. We're also going to be doing ads right here on 1400 AM Talk. And so hopefully by that time, the word will get out. We'll also be working with different outreach programs such as the Rotary, the Lions Club, Elks,
all right, so you're going to be working a lot with that. And I know we talked earlier today about getting your fan page for your business up on Facebook, and that'll be another great place to get that information.
Well, Jerry, what I'll say is that, Victor, please share that information, and we will put it on our fan page for you.
I'd like that. Absolutely.
We'll do that for you, and so our listeners can get that information directly from our fan page.
Okay, and you were talking tips, Al. What's going on here?
Well, as we were going through, and again, there was so much information that, Victor, you said you had a final tip that you wanted to share with our listeners.
I call it my super tip. Now, my claim to fame is that I'm able to save most people anywhere from 25 to 50% per month off of their monthly premiums. But along with that, there has to be give and take, because there's no free lunch in this world, okay? So what a lot of folks start to do to save money is to raise their deductibles. If you raise the deductible, it means that you take on more financial responsibility should, God forbid, you have to go into the hospital or have medical attention. Make sure that if you're raising the deductible, that you fill that void with what I call a gap plan. And that is a plan that is specifically designed to pay deductibles should you need to pay one. So in other words, if you have a $5,000 or $7,500 deductible, don't take that financial risk upon yourself. Allow that gap plan to fill in by paying that deductible for you should you need medical attention. Now, it works in many cases. There are some ins and outs, and if you're curious about how it does work, please contact me, and I can tell you and educate you exactly how they work.
All right, let's go over that phone number one more time.
586-883-4663.
All right, and go ahead.
586-883-4663. That's direct to me.
All right, and Victor, thank you very much for being on the air. How often do you have these super tips that you're putting together?
I have a whole catalog of super tips.
All right.
And I would love to bring some more back, and I'd love to be on the show again.
All right, well, we'd love to have you.
And we'd love to have him, and I would say I would much rather talk to Victor than call a 1-800 number and not even know if I'm going to talk to somebody in the U.S.
It's all about education. It is all about education, and that's what we're learning on the show here. Thank you, Victor. We appreciate that. Last week we had Dr. Pavel Bentz, and he was the chiropractor. Again, a ton of information, and I wanted to let you know that he's going to have a workshop next week. It's Thursday, the 24th of February, and it's going to be at a restaurant. It's going to be at Jovan Steakhouse on Dodge Park, just north of 15 Mile Road. If you're interested and you would like some more information on what you heard last week, and it was just an overwhelming amount of information, you can get a hold of them at 586-978-9900, and that actually comes with a complimentary dinner, Al, if you register.
And that's like a mile from my house, so I'm pretty excited.
I'm thinking I just may see you there. So we got a ton of stuff to go through. The hour just goes by in 15 minutes, doesn't it?
It does. I feel like it's like a Star Trek thing or something.
Yeah, we've got so much we love doing. We've got some great sponsors coming up. We want to thank Tim Green and the Referral Institute. I'd like to give him a shout out, and we're going to start working with him. And what are you going to do with the fan page on that, Al?
Well, actually, what's happening is that they do have their classes are posted. So become a fan. It's Referral Institute. You can look at our fan page on Networking Squared, and you'll see the fan page for Referral Institute, and it's a lot of information about the classes and the different trainings that they offer. Also, I do want to talk about another thing that actually Networking Squared has teamed up with. It's another networking opportunity, and we've teamed up with Local Business Network, Referral Institute, the Marketing Monsoon System, as well as ION Strategic Partners. And it's going to be a networking opportunity that's going to be on Friday, March the 4th, and it's over at IKEA. I love IKEA. I love that store.
It's like going to a park, isn't it?
It's great. It's
an amusement park.
It has its own zip code, I think, but it's actually going to be at 5:30 until 7:30. Casual attire. It's free. If you're interested, go to our fan page on Networking Squared, and there's more information. But it's going to be a great event, and again, it's at IKEA on Friday, March the 4th at 5:30. And it's upstairs, actually, in the restaurant. And the restaurant is where the meeting's going to be.
That's cool. We are getting involved in so much. We talked a little bit about the Silver Tsunami, and I'm actually part of Networking Squared. I'm going to be out entertaining at Fernhill Country Club, and that is going to be Wednesday on the 23rd from 10 to 2 p.m. If you'd like to go out there, I'm going to entertain as Networking Squared. I'm going to MC this event. There's actually a free lunch for seniors. And we're going to have a lot of people that have everything to do with seniors. And I'm not talking about kids in high school. I'm talking about people with gray hair.
Yeah, my son always gets confused with that one.
Yeah, so they're going to do massage therapy, cholesterol checks, blood pressure checks. They're going to talk about wealth management. There's all kinds of things that are going to go on here. If you want to know about that, give me a call or check me out on Facebook, and I'll get you some information. But it's going to be the Senior Winterfest at Fernhill on Wednesday the 23rd, 10 to 2, and that's actually a free event.
That's great, Chair.
So a lot of networking, and then we've got a Speed Networking Plus, and that's going to be sponsored by Comcast. Comcast is going to be our sponsor in April.
In April.
So we're excited about that. Where's that going to be, Al?
Geez, Jerry, you caught me off guard here. Chuck's going to, kick my butt now. Do you have it handy?
No, it's going to be at their Comcast office.
It's in Plymouth.
Yeah, it's in Plymouth. And we're just kind of giving the first shout-out about it, so you don't have to know exactly. But this thing is going to be limited to 100 seats. That's it.
Yeah, in our last event we did this week, there was 400 people. So if you're interested, speed networking is an amazing tool because it allows you to spend 6 minutes with an individual and then make the decision, do you want to continue on? Do you want to have a one-on-one? Do you want to do business with a person? And you can get in front of a lot of people. We're going to actually have Michael Caruso is going to be our guest speaker. Jerry and I are emceeing the event, and Tim Green's going to be presenting there as well. So it's going to be an amazing event. It's April 1st, and we're not fooling about that.
Yeah, we're not fooling. Also, we've got a couple of shows open. We're filling up our shows. If you'd like to get your business, just like Victor's, on Networking Squared, we can show that you are an expert and to drive business to your business. give us a call. We're filling up the shows fast, and we've got 2 other sponsors coming on board, Al.
Yep, we have Airtronics Heating and Cooling is going to be sponsoring our show in May.
Okay.
And then the Salvati Insurance Group is actually sponsoring us in March.
So if you're interested in getting involved in Networking Squared, I wouldn't dawdle. This thing is growing, and it is not because of Al and I. It is because of your participation. It is because of all of the wonderful businesses around us. We are just here to help you.
Right. It's a combination of us with our networking tips and the things that we want to share, and then spotlighting and showing amazing people like Victor and things that our listeners need to have, the tools and the different things that they need to have so that they can be positioned the best way they can be.
No, we appreciate it. Also, this Tim Green and the Referral Institute, what a blast. We've gone through the 4-hour session. I love learning new networking tips. We do that to bring those networking tips to you, the audience, and we really didn't even have time to talk about networking tips today.
No, and I actually signed up. I'm actually going to do their year-long class at Referrals for Life. I'm going to actually go to school because you never, ever know enough about this stuff.
Al's going back to school. He'll be looking for a prom date soon. We have Erica in school, and she's learning all about the broadcasting, and you are going to Specs Howard. Is that correct?
Yep, almost done. April 15th.
All right, well, we're looking forward to having you be a larger part, and you can teach Al and I. Networking Squared, Saturday morning. Victor, thank you very much.
Pleasure to be here.
We'll see you next week.
God bless America.
Networking Squared is brought to you by the Crawford Connection and Local Business Network. Get connected with Jerry and Al. Visit localbusinessnetwork.com.